My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. There's a build I want to try with the Defect. Hopefully the cards and relics required will happen to turn up in this run. It's a build that has been talked about a little bit in my Discord by Mike C. In particular, it is a build that uses a large complement of orbs, so lightning and frost in particular, and just buffs its focus using non-biased... what's it called? Biased connection? Biased... Gosh, I've forgotten the name of that card. But it doesn't use anything that would depreciate over time. Instead, you just build all of your frost and then subtly start introducing lightning and let that take over the enemies. Another try? Sure, don't mind if I do. Ooh. Lose 7 max HP for a chosen rare card. Hell yes. Or we could play a no focus whatsoever build. All right then. I mean, Hyper Beam was offered and I wanted to run a no focus Hyper Beam run for a while, so I'm kind of gonna leap at the opportunity since it's been given to us here. Well, I've got a dual cast because do I? No. Okay, frontline is a single strike from death. Beautiful. I expected that to die. You know what? I'm gonna roll. There's a 75% chance that that spike slime dies. Fuck. How dare they? Alright, I'll take the strength potion. Rip and Tear and Beam Cell. Well, I think we take Beam Cell here just as a setup for Hyper Beam. Like, Hyper Beam is a lot of damage, Beam Cell is vulnerability. Seems good to me. Hyper Beam Strike. As soon as we Hyper Beam, our Lightning Orb is doing nothing. But the hope is that when I Hyper Beam, the enemies die. So Frost Orbs, Lightning Orbs, these things are going to do nothing for me. So I could actually remove Zap and probably Dual Cast from the deck. Plasma Orbs, however, are unaffected by Focus. So we'll be trying to pick up Plasma wherever available. I think I'll take a Conservative Battery here. Should I? Actually, probably not. Yeah, probably not. I really don't want to introduce too many cards into this. Because the Hyper Beam is the core part of the deck, and if I can't cycle into it soon and then play it, I'm just going to die. Hyper Beam? Yeah, let's go. Explosive Potion, Turbo, Stack, and Capacitor. No, because we're running relatively thin. Our orbs are bad, and Turbo outside of a deck where you have like a specific usage for it ain't that great. My goal here is trying to get the... Oh, beautiful! Beam Cell actually might do what I want here and set up for Hyper Beam. Or not. It's fine too. I'm gonna drop the Strength Potion here. Good time to dual cast that, because it's going to be useless from now on out. I will weaken the enemy, because that's going to save me 10 HP over the course of the next 2 attacks. Beam Cell, Hyper Beam. Okay, super overkill right there. Bag of marbles at the start of each combat. Apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies. Awesome. Now if we can have our opening hand always have Hyper Beam, life is going to be great. Okay. Strike Hyper Beam. Hell yeah. Axe Kick, Streamline, Skim? Well, Streamline currently can't be cast in the same hand as the Hyper Beam. But I think it goes in this deck. Well, one thing I super need to upgrade is Beam Cell so that I can actually get vulnerability for a duration rather than just for an instant and then it vanishes. Pen Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Well, we're going to be killing a lot of people with ridiculous hyper beams I have to feel. Okay, so do I take Machine Learning and a removal, or do I take Flash of Steel and a removal? Machine Learning is draw one additional card every single turn, which is going to help me get back to my Hyper Beam quite quickly. But in particular, it'll help me get my Beam Cell and my Hyper Beam at the same time, my Beam Cell and my Streamline. Yeah, it's a little bit more setup, but you know what? I think it's actually going to be significantly powerful for us. And also remove a strike here. Mummified Hand, whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. Alright, well, we now want a lot of powers in this deck. Like, powers are now insane. This fight's gonna be a bit rough. Yeah, there's the Hyper Beam. Yeah, I'll save my HP by throwing the Explosive Potion here. Okay, Toolbox. At the start of each combat, add a random colorless card to your hand, as well as a Strength Potion. Doom and Gloom. I mean, Channeling a Dark, not that good for a deck that is throwing away all of our focus. A thin deck doesn't really need Aggregate, and Axe Kick is a great way to do barely anything. Master of Strategy. Aww. I was so sure I was going to get the Hyper Beam and be able to murder everyone there. I'm probably going to have to rest before the boss, which is going to make me quite sad. All for one, Scrape and Turbo. No. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to have to rest before this boss. Aww. That's exceedingly sad news for me. Really? Right, I can't kill with lightning. Yeah, I am going to have to use the strike. That's really annoying because I really wanted to keep that pen nib charge. Hologram might be super awesome for us. Because we can dig back Streamline, we can dig back Hyper Beam in a pinch, and we can dig back Beam Cell. Sure. I want to upgrade the hologram, but unfortunately, some idiot lost all of our HP, so I'm going to have to rest. So I prevented the focus loss there with the Panacea artifacting. Just a nifty little trick. That said, I am going to lose the focus eventually, so I may as well dual cast that away. Oh, this is annoying, because I really want to Streamline hologram, but obviously that's dumb. I'll defend hologram defend. So I'm not going to perfect this fight, but that's okay. That's okay. I kind of wasn't expecting to. I really do want a Hyper Beam here, just because the enemy is still vulnerable. Let's defend before we hologram for the purposes of trying to fish back and defend. Here I'm actually going to launch in a Beam Cell though, so the enemy is vulnerable. I'm 2 attacks away from my pen nib, so now I can strike. The pen nib is active, and I can Hyper Beam for 81 damage to kill. Oh, Hyper Beam. Sure. It's the Hyper Beam deck. I do need extra energy because I do need to be able to cast other things as well as the GD Hyper Beam. At some point, I'm going to make a video talking about the design of energy relics and the balance of the game around and without them. I've some ideas brewing away, bubbling in my head that I really want to get out on that particular topic. That's a pretty good opening turn. All right, now none of those. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive and additional sign. This would have been a really good orb run because previously there was the data disc as well, which is just 1 extra focus. It's worth noting the Panache is going to be effectively a mana accelerant for us because it will trigger the Mummified Hand. It's just, we're basically waiting for powers that are really, really good in this deck, and we don't play that many cards in a turn, so Panache is not the power we're looking for. Or rather, not the power for which we are looking. Depends how much of a pedant you want to be. I'm actually going to take the Blood Vial as well because I think I'm going to lose some HP over the course of this run. Oh! Well, that's intriguing. I'm going to take the Apparition here. I think this is the perfect deck for it. Ornamental Fan, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Alright. Okay, I'll double up on Apparition here. Take 1 damage. Machine Learning. Apparition. I do want a Hyper Beam, so I'm gonna lose one of the Apparitions there. Beam Cell. Hyper Beam. Pretty ridiculous. We do need to upgrade those Hyper Beams as well. None of those, though. The AoE fights on this floor are going to be fine for us. That's why I'm not really backing away from going for bosses. And of course, when I say going for bosses, what obviously I mean, like how could I mean anything else, is going for elites. I say bosses and elites interchangeably because I'm an idiot, but, you know, my bad. You're going to be summoning because you usually don't attack with a second on the field. Unless there's a second on the field, rather. Instead of using the Hyper Beam there, oh my god, you decided to attack and you'd attack for most of my HP. Thanks for that. Jerk. You unbelievable jerk. Oh, good. You're defending this turn, eh? Imagine my surprise. And Hyper Beam. Art of War. If you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain an extra energy next turn. Upgraded Streamline? No. I really want to upgrade some cards, but I need to rest here. Oh, look, it's Apotheosis. Dual cast, Apparition. I actually probably should have done Apparition Defend now. Seems like that would have been better. Alright, Apparition. Hyper Beam. Streamline. The frontliner is going to do extra damage, but with my Apparitions, it shouldn't matter. That said, I'm not certain I want all of these Apparitions that I currently have. I could probably get rid of a couple and still be quite pleased. The point behind taking Reinforced Body has been muted by the Apparitions, I feel. I love Reinforced Body. I think it's actually probably OP, but not with the Apparition deck. I think I need to remove all of these defends so that the Apparitions are effectively replacing them. Shuriken. Every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain a strength. I mean, we do that occasionally. Offer the Golden Idol to receive a special relic, lose the Golden Idol. Okay, so this is going to give us the Bloody Idol, which is whenever you gain gold, heal 5 HP. That is going to make it so much easier for us to heal in between these fights. I am really pleased. Oh my god. Can you give me my hecking, I said hecking, Hyper Beam in the opening hand, please? Just seems like it might be useful. Really? Like, this has to be a prank now, right? Am I gonna be entangled this turn? No, scraped. Okay. Well, we're still entangled. Never mind, we just Hyper Beam, Hyper Beam. Gosh. Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card. At the start of each combat, that attack card will be in your opening hand. Okay. White Noise is just super powerful, and it'll also trigger our Mummified Hand. Sure. Flux Capacitor isn't bad for us either, it's worth noting. Although we don't really channel many orbs, so it's just one energy for one energy late. No, it's not that great. All right, we'll take the White Noise. Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card. At the start of each combat, that attack card will be in your opening hand. So we're going to do that with Hyper Beam because everyone's already vulnerable on the first turn anyway. Oh my god. Symbiotic Virus. All, like, most of, rather, not all. Another Hyper Beam. And another Machine Learning? What do I actually take? I think I card remove. I think I card remove a Defend. But almost all of the Defect specific orb related relics have shown up in this run so far. I'm quite pleased about that. Transform a card. Okay, well, probably one of the defense. Thunderstrike. Okay, that needs to be removed. Does nothing. So, by the way, I had a comment recently that was saying, Rhapsody, you're wrong about the Bottled Flame relic. It will increase the size of your opening hand by adding another card to it. It doesn't. The wiki is wrong. I promise you the wiki is wrong. This card is from Toolbox, which is adding a random colorless card to my hand. By the way it's written, Bottled Flame should add Hyper Beam to my hand. I should draw an opening hand and then Hyper Beam is added to it. But instead, you can see what's happened. I have my hand of 5. This is from Toolbox. And Hyper Beam is just one of them. It's acting as though it is an innate card. Cool. I do need to play one defense. Because if I do that, I'll still be perfecting the fight. I need to play 3 attacks this turn, so I can still perfect the fight. By triggering the Ornamental Fan and giving me some block. 3 attacks this turn seems beyond my reach. 39 damage though. I mean, I have to do one of them, but do I do both of them? Because I could now just strike and defend, but then what's the rest of my deck? Like, Streamline? Oh, I can't kill. Cool. I did just need to check, basically, if I could kill the turn after. And I can, because I've got Beam Cell, Streamline, Strike. Turns out I wouldn't have been able to. Thread and Needle. At the start of each combat, gain 5 plated armor. That now means that I no longer need anything except the intangibility. Poison, and whenever you channel an orb, draw a card. We're not going to do that often. Rip and Tear benefits extra from Shuriken, but I don't think we need that either. It is quite powerful, though, and it's already upgraded. Okay. Especially for scaling into the next area, we wanted to upgrade the Hyper Beam. I'm actually really keen on playing all 3 apparitions here. I'm going to play only 2 because I know that's probably correct, but after our apparitions are over, we have very little defense. So we're going to have to watch ourselves. That noise gives us buffer. That's really extraordinarily handy. Okay, I'm going to Streamline before I Hologram, because if I got Streamline back, I'd cast it. There goes our intangibility. Here's our final one. I actually want to just double Hyper Beam here. Did the face slap last turn. I do want to upgrade my shirt. I mean, I'll have like 9 block at the very least anyway. Yeah, I'm double Hyper Beaming. I need the damage. Whew. Okay, good. So he's going to do a purge this turn, which means that I can just go all out aggressive. Now, I'll make sure to use Rip and Tear as my last attack, because then it is going to benefit from the Shuriken buff. See, now we get the Shuriken buff, and then Rip and Tear is increased, and it attacks twice, so it benefits twice from it. And now, with a good draw here, we can kill. That's probably not it. Are we actually straight up gonna die? Evoke that for 0, so dual cast does nothing here. It's just this turn, the enemy is probably doing 19 by 3. No, 16 by 3. And I'm vulnerable as well, so 24 by... No, it's got to be on the increase. So it's 12 by 3? 8? It's probably going to kill me, is what I'm saying. If I double defend and then block potion, I'm still probably dead. If I Thunder Strike, the enemy isn't vulnerable, so they take 7 damage, then they take 6 damage to the poison potion, they go down by 13 HP, they're left on 7, and then they kill me. The best I can do is double defend and block potion and just hope. Oh my god, I have a buffer. I didn't need to use the block potion there. By exactly 1 HP, I didn't. I forgot. Execute is a multi-attack. I'm glad I used that block potion, even though I didn't need it. Echo Form is interesting here because it will duplicate a lot of my aggression as well as my apparitions, which is super intriguing. But also, it will make something else in my hand cost less. So as long as I leave it and another high-cost card in my hand, I can probably play both. Both, rather. The creative AI could also be used for this kind of ends, but I think the Echo Form is like much more pure in its aim. We definitely have to take Sozu. Yeah, we don't want to play that many powers, so I'm glad I didn't take creative AI last time, otherwise, yikes. We have machine learning Echo Form, but I took Echo Form because Echo Form was a guaranteed Echo Form, whereas I would basically be treating machine learning as when is it going to give me Echo Form? So, you know, may as well cut out the middleman. Alright, here I'm going to Apparition and Defend before I Hyper Beam to kill everything. Almost everything. Obviously, what I meant is almost every... Oh, I did that in the other order. I would have done it correctly, and I would have gotten the Echo Form out. Not that it's necessary, but that would have been the case. I think we have to take White Noise, though. I think White Noise might actually just be broken. I think it might be too powerful. I really want the Bag of Preparation, and in fact, I'm going to take it. 2 extra cards in my opening hand. Help me cycle. I'll take the Madness just because I don't want the Innate Curse. Should I skip the Merchant? You might have something super on sale. You don't. Oh my god, Emotion Chip. Yeah, almost all of the relics for the Defect have shown up in this run, which is why I'm very, very sad that I've decided to go with a build that is extremely unlike the Defect's normal builds. Where's the enemies? Barrage, Cold Snap, Lock. None of those. This one's going to be a wee bit rough. There's a fair whack of damage there. Managed to block all the incoming. I do want to play both Apparitions. So I guess I'm just foregoing Hologram. Noise. Storm. Just play both of these first. Then Echo Form costs nothing. A fine block at the end of the turn. Still intangible. And now we can double cast our insane things, like, oh, I don't know, apparitions. What can I double cast here? I mean, I could double cast the Rip Tear. I mean, I could double cast Hyper Beam, but I want to play it at the end of the turn anyway. Actually gonna double cast the Streamline. Is this one doing it correctly? No, it still costs 0. Damn. Alright, 1 damage. Wow, I'm just shaking. I'm terrified. $67? That was so close to a kill. Alright. What can we kill you with? Thunder Strike in a deck that doesn't actually use Thunder. Awesome. We've also got the Penib active. Question card. On future card reward screens, you have 1 additional card to choose from. None of those. Maybe go for the... Yeah, we need the ability to weaken the boss that we're going to be going up against at the very end of all of this, who I forgot the name of. Woke Bloke. That's it. Woke Bloke. I mean, it's the awakened one, but it's Woke Bloke, let's be honest. Cool. That's all pretty cool. Did that in the wrong order. Should have been the Hyper Beam first. Would have been another 40 or so damage. Thankfully, when we're duplicating all of our apparitions, it becomes a wee bit hard to kill us. Okay, you're not attacking this turn. Handy. Handy wee bit of information to have there. Alright, do I want to double cast the... It's probably the Machine Learning I want to double cast, actually. And then I get a good old double Hyper Beam turn. Seems good to me. Now, double damage on the first thing I do here, so it has to be Hyper Beam. It's pretty good. Alright, Strength Potion would be good if I could have it, but I can't, so it's fine. Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. That is going to make our opening turns, especially with the 2 extra cards we have in our opening hand, quite good. I think Bag of Preparation is actually ridiculous. I gotta be honest. The more I play with Bag of Preparation, the more and more I believe that it is just insane. Sure. Lose all my gold to gain the red mask? When I know there's no shops left? Sounds great. Enlightenment. Uh-huh. It is insane what you can do. I should have split the damage there because I'm quite likely... Oh, well, I didn't end up getting it, but I was quite likely to end up with the Hyper Beam in this hand. Okay. Really? Hyper Beam's still on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Enemy does intend to attack. Good thing to know. I took damage in this fight. I could have perfected this fight. Alright. Vajra. Start each combat with +1 strength. I mean, it's a small amount of strength, but it's fine. None of those. Alright, we just need to defend ourselves on Hyper Beam. So it's Apparition. Is there any way I can kill that without playing a card? No. So I ain't gonna have to play a card. Damn, why I lose my pen nib, unfortunately. Another strength potion I can't have. Really cruel to show those to me, by the way, video game, just so you know. Magnetism. At the start of each turn, add a random colorless card to your hand. Good lord. That does now cost 2. Damn. Otherwise, I would be able to bring it back and play it again with the hologram as well as this. I can just still bring it back and play it. May as well bring that one back as well, because it was the upgraded one. Trip. See you next trip. Have a good fall. It's the other way around, isn't it? Oh, boy. Okay. Now, where's all that good damage I'm looking for? That'll do. None of those, though, will. Smith an upgrade on the other Hyper Beam. Alright. So you can see here, our opening hand is 8 cards large. Bag preparation means it would be 7 by base, and then the added card from Toolbox makes the 8. So neither the Bottled Flame nor the Innate are increasing the size of my opening hand. I need to be extremely clear with this, because it's written wrong somewhere on the internet, and so a lot of people think I'm wrong when I claim the other way. I'm not. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. I wish the Innate cards were just added to your opening hand and Bottle Relics too, but this is not how it works. If you do have, however, although I haven't tested this myself, this is me reading something on the internet and then telling people, so I'm part of the problem here, basically. But if you do have more Innate cards and more Bottle Relic cards than your opening hand size would be, apparently it will increase the size of your opening hand in that circumstance. We're definitely hyper beaming, I mean. Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of powers here. That's the thing I probably shouldn't be doing. I'm actually just going to straight up play the Madnesses to get them out of my hand because they're really not good for me. Okay. Hyper Beam. Go for the eyes. So you are attacking. So you've now been weakened. I really want to play Streamline so that I can start lowering its cost, but playing both of those apparitions is pretty important. Ooh, we're going to get all of our apparitions before we get Echo Form. This fight's going to probably get real close. Quite uncomfortably close. Streamline still costs 2. Damn. Okay. We've got only this as our final turn of intangibility, so after this we need to go buck wild on our enemy. I'm not going to play either of those attacks here, because I don't want to give the Pen Nib charge to one of those. I want the Pen Nib charge to be our Hyper Beam. Now, if I rip and tear and then... Oh, never mind. That's already the Shuriken done. Good. So here's the problem. The enemy is going to be attacking for... What? It's 10 by 4, but it's 14 by 4. They're attacking for lethal right now. We can weaken them with a go for the eyes, and in fact will. That was probably wrong. I forgot that the first thing was going to be echoed. Probably screwed up. As in, to the point of death here. Oh no, it was a 40 hit, and now you do the lethal one. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Enemy was weakened, so we got another turn there. Hyper beams are 47 apiece. Oh, wait, hang on. Double cast. I kept forgetting that I had Echo Form. I always forget that I have Echo Form, in fact. Something's weird about that. But that actually might be our highest scoring run with the Defect so far, 923. Yeah, fair amount of champions. Lightspeed, Collector, no bad. No bad. Hyper Beam run complete for the moment. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. It's been Slay the Spire, that has been the Hyper Beam. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.